Okay. 6:30 in the morning. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna turn on the fireplace. Oh, it's not loud. I said what the fuck is that? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Ooh, ooh, oh, I got tears. Oh, I got tears. All right, well, we're just gonna do makeup to a dumpster fire, but that's, I mean, that makes sense, I guess, doesn't it? Brushes. I don't normally do my makeup every day, so for work, I work from home. I mean, I'm okay. I had to move things around a little bit. So what I was saying is I don't normally do my makeup for work. I've been working from home since the day I started this job because I started right when the whole pandemic thing happened, right? And so um, I normally I look like this, and that's because all of my clients and well, their parents. I work with kids, but all of my you guys are like, oh, that's scary. So all of my clients' parents look just like this. And it's so funny because we can connect with each other, and that's actually my job. Is I have lived experience of being a mom who has raised a child with disabilities, and that's pretty much what all these parents are going through. My son is 22 now. I'm 22 as well. Mm-hmm. And but seriously, I was trying to be legit for real. It's fucking blind. Honestly, I have no idea why that light keeps falling. It totally stayed up there for like 4 hours the other day when I did my first video. But anyway, so what I was getting at is like I feel you, moms, dads. I get you. Um, sorry guys, my nose. Every video you're gonna have to listen to my sniffling. I apologize. Like I don't know why. Maybe it's allergies. So I get you. Let me just back up here. I get you. I understand. And so that's why I do what I do for a living. It's because I do understand and I love to help people. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's what I do all day long. It's what I like to do. I like to help people. However, I can help people. But it's mostly moms and dads who need the support. So, getting back to earlier, I'm just waiting for my light to fall on me again for that weird critter fairy thing. Pandemic life is not easy. It's been really hard on people, especially their emotional health. A lot of people have given up on self-care. Am I wearing pants right now? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to do a little more self-care. God, fucking cowlick. Hate that thing. It was just none of that. I mean, I would wear makeup sometimes, but I didn't know how to do anything properly, so I just did the best that I could. I still don't really know how to do it properly. Properly. Words, Eve. They're called words. So, so yeah. Well, my point is that I'm gonna actually try to start doing some makeup before work each day. Now, hair. I'm not making any promises. Yeah. So I'm gonna fix the mug. But I'm not gonna do like 2 hours of makeup because who the has time for that? I mean, it's 6:30 in the morning. I don't have to do anything technically until 9 a.m. So we've got a little time. But I want to be realistic about this. I know that it was so hard for me when my son was younger to find the time to do what little makeup that I did when I did it. And so, I mean, contouring, all this stuff. I realized that once you get like super good at makeup, you can contour and do whatever the it is that you do really fast. And that's great. But I'm not there yet. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do makeup and look good for work, but it take a really short period of time. Okay, so I can't do all of that. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, if I'm gonna hurry, am I doing base? Because that takes a really long time. I don't know if I want to do that, right? I'm almost out of powder. This Bare Minerals powder in the color of Warmth. I've had this for so long. Oh, sorry, in the color of Warm Light. Oh, that means I said it wrong in the other video too. I've been not sleeping very well, so like this is getting worse. You can't really see it very well. I guess maybe you can. Maybe I just think I look good, but I don't. So I want to. I think I'm gonna have to skip the base. And honestly, like I have lighting for shitty lighting for the videos, but for like work, I don't do all that. So it's darker. So like I don't think people are really seeing. And I guess that's a pretty good tip, right? Like we got to do our makeup for where we're going and what the lighting's going to be like. Isn't that the thing people do? It just sounds like a logical thing to do. So I'm going to go with that. Instant pore eraser. It's like, fill your pores. There's like some serious criminal action going on behind me. I know. I like made the mistake of like getting super excited really, really fast over learning about lip scrub. And I used it for like twice a day, 3 times a day for like a week, 4 days, something like that. And it really irritated my lips. Might have overdone it just a little bit. Like I didn't have any lips left. My lips had to grow back. So I just want to do like a light kind of natural looking makeup. So that's what I'm going to go for. Okay. And you guys couldn't see it in my last video, but I have this like really long, it goes on forever, thing of brushes. Hold on. There we go. I had 2 brushes and I used one for my eyebrows and the other one I used for everything. Like I would do powder and then I would wipe it off and then I would do blush bronzer. Yeah. And then I would wipe it off and then I would do blush and it worked. Like I needed one brush for everything. And then I convinced myself I needed 100 brushes. Use 2 brushes. Because now we're spoiled. Okay. I'm going to at least do this. Oh, yeah. And so the last time we were talking about a moisturizer, and I was like, oh, well, I cut that part out of my video because it was a little bit of rambling. But it's important to know that moisturizing was also something that I like overnight got into. And again, overdid it. Like a long shot, by a long shot. And irritated the holy living Jesus out of my face. And so I had to stomp the brakes on that too. Though I will say this morning, I always like just wash my face, right? Soap and water. But this morning, I did put some unscented, and then that's really important. Like if you have sensitive skin, scent, like perfume, no bueno. So I have some Lubriderm lotion that is Okay, that's scentless. And I did put some of that on my face. And I think that's okay, right? Like, that's an okay thing to do. These are not baby wipes. These are makeup wipes. I have a friend who says she uses baby wipes to wipe her makeup off. Mm-hmm. So if you're a mommy and you have a baby, a young kiddo, still in diapers, uh, uh. And then I had you guys get Ipsy? I just started getting Ipsy. And so I only got my first bag, and I liked two things out of it. And that was it. And the rest of it, I was like, like they gave me a hair mask. I'm gonna do powder. Like they gave me powders. Fucking had it. They gave me a hair mask, like, but you don't wash it. You're not supposed to wash it out, or at least that's what the bottle said. And I think that's why in my last video, and I haven't washed my hair yet because I'm a slob, but in my last video, my hair was so oily, and I had washed it the day, like late in the day before, and so I have a lot of redness, you guys. So this is, and I don't have any freaking concealer. So this is, I just do a lot here to cover up the red. Okay, so what was I saying? So I'm hearing police sirens, and I I thought it was from the gangsta ass video behind me, but apparently it's gangsta ass out there. I don't know. Just a sheer. I'm clearly not gonna get a fuck ton. Oops, wrong way. A fuck ton of coverage out of this. But this is how I did my makeup. Though I will say with the primer under it, it is actually giving me better coverage. So that experiment has paid off. So I'm just gonna do some loose powder here. Make sure that it's caked on there, baby. Because I'm 40. I don't want to look 90. So, and I don't mind. Okay, I don't mind freckles. I don't mind, like, I have some spots. And I do have a birthmark here. I don't even bother covering that up anymore. What the fuck is going on outside? I don't even bother covering that up anymore. And I haven't for years. And this stuff doesn't really, it just doesn't faze me. If it bothers you, then clearly you're gonna have to, like, maybe use some concealer. I don't have any. Like, we have this crazy idea, and I'm just gonna do like this peachy blush I fell in love with the other day. So we're gonna mix two of them together. Um, but I think part of the problem in the world is just that we hate so much on the way that we look naturally, and we've just been conditioned to. And that's some straight up bullshit. Just want to do a little shimmer. Little shimmer. This really wouldn't, like, if I weren't sitting here yapping at you all, this would not take me any time at all. Look, I'm just like, look at me go. Look at me go, girl. So the other thing that I'm debating is, like, am I going to do my eyebrows? I gotta do this like a weird face when I do it, right? So I'm gonna try to do this better, because last time I was like, here guys, watch me do my eyebrows, and you were like, we can't see. Okay. Man. Oh, not covering it up, am I? Trying to be conscious of that. It went too far up. I don't know if you guys can hear my phone is like buzzing. I'm old. I almost said buzzing off the hook. Remember that? Remember that, you guys? Yep. We didn't always have smartphones, did we? No, and that happened really fast. Like, I'm not gonna do any eyeshadow. I'm just gonna, like, I think I'm okay with this. I might do, somewhere I have another blush that's like a pinkier color. Okay. So, but I think it's fine. I'm not gonna do eyeliner. I'm really not gonna do anything to my eyes. I should do mascara. It actually makes a huge difference on camera. However, it really starts to irritate my eyes. My eyes water, and then I just look like I broke up with my boyfriend, and I've just been crying and crying. Well, in some cases, maybe I was crying happy tears, celebrating. It's just kind of my personality. Oops, but that's not the right brush. That one does not have a case. This one has a case. So I want to learn more about everybody else, okay? And I want to hear about your experiences on like what your life is like. And then I want it to mean like a big kumbaya. Like I want us to help each other and give each other advice and comfort and support while we're completely fucking up our makeup. Or maybe getting it right. I don't know. But like I said earlier, I love fashion. And I am really good at doing hair either. I normally just wash it, dry it, straighten it. But maybe we'll get into that too. I don't know. But I definitely want to do some fashion. Love clothes, love shoes, love handbags. Very trying on the finances, but see, that's something that I think we can learn together is like fashion does not have to be expensive and painful, right? We're going to do that together. And I love art and all kinds of things. So I feel like this is going to be really fun. And we're going to get to know each other and have a great time. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Ooh, and cocktails. You guys have to like tell me your favorite already, right? You have to tell me your favorite cocktail. I should say cocktail videos. I don't know what I'm saying. You have to tell me your favorite cocktail recipes was what I meant to say, not videos. So, and speaking of friends, because I have really great friends, I hope they will be willing to allow me to introduce you to them because they're a really great support system. And finding really good friends is hard to do. Keeping really good friends can be hard to do. Life is hard, right? Life is hard. Yeah. So I'm hoping that I can introduce you to them, but they have to be willing. I can't. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna like tie them up and force them to YouTube. That would be weird. Why did I even say that? Till next time.